Hey friends, my name is Jennifer, and in today's video, I'm going to share with you an amazing dining room renovation. I cannot wait to share this with you, so let's get started. All right, so I just recently renovated my kitchen and it left my dining room space feeling a bit off. So I decided it was time to give it a makeover. I hopped on Pinterest and found some beautiful inspiration images of wall murals, and I just fell in love. Luckily for me, an awesome company called Photowall reached out to me and asked if I would be interested in trying out their wallpaper. Photowall has high quality wallpaper and wall murals at amazing prices, and just for you, they gave me a 25% off discount code that will be valid for an entire month. So if you're thinking about wallpapering a ceiling or a bathroom or adding an entire mural like I am, click the link in the description of this video and get 25% off with my discount code Jennifer25. So the wallpaper I chose is called Romantic Landscape in Neutral, and it's a gorgeous, moody landscape mural. I also chose a fantastic green paint from Sherwin-Williams called Retreat, which I'm going to use on the wood that will go around the room. Photowall has free shipping, and the wallpaper took about a week to get here, and once it arrived, I was ready to get started. Now, Photowall sells a complete wallpaper hanging tool kit. I highly recommend it. Let's see what comes in it. You have the wallpaper paste brush, another wallpaper brush, your seam roller, and your cutting guide. Then they have a pencil, a level, and a tape measure inside the level, very smart, and then your cutting tool. The first thing you'll want is an apron with pockets for holding all your supplies. This is super handy. I also purchased their wallpaper paste. It comes in a bag, it's in a dry form. Get a bucket, and you're going to add 1 gallon of water, and you're going to add this slowly into the water, stirring and stirring until all of the powder is in there. And then you want to let that wallpaper paste sit for just about 5 minutes, and then you're ready to go. And anytime you're mixing powder and water, you're going to get clumps. So I recommend getting a paint stir stick and stirring those lumps out as much as possible. You can either apply your wallpaper paste with a brush, or you can use a roller, and I got a smaller sized roller. You're only going to apply the wallpaper 1 strip at a time, and I'm actually going to pour it into a paint pan so it'll be much easier. Get your wallpaper mural out of the box, and I love what they do. They actually number each piece. You're going to roll it out until you see this white strip again. That's where you're going to cut it. I know I have 1 of 16 rolls, and they are done in the correct order. You're going to start from the left side of your wall, moving around, or if it's just one wall, just start on that left side, go all the way across, follow your numbers. Very easy. Now, the very first panel you're going to hang is the most important to get straight. So I'm going to measure it, and then I'm going to mark it on my wall, and I'm going to use a level and make sure it is straight. And that way you start off straight and you will continue straight. So you simply cut on the dotted line, and the pieces are labeled in order. So if you're doing a mural, you won't have to keep up with which piece is next. Now, when you're adding your wallpaper paste, make sure you don't miss a spot, because it will cause a bubble in the wallpaper itself. If you get a little bit on any part painted or anything, don't worry about it. Just have a wet rag handy and you can wipe it off. Now, if at any point you cannot complete the project or you need a break, I recommend covering your bucket with tinfoil and sticking it in your refrigerator until you're ready to begin again. Don't forget to use the seam roller when you have your pieces in place. It will press those seams together flawlessly. One of the tricky parts of doing murals is doing it around the window and the door. So I'm going to show you how I do that. It's not really hard. You just have to take your time. Now you're also going to notice at the top, I have an older house. So my mural, in order to keep it straight, I've got a little bit of a gap at the top under my crown molding. But that's okay because I got some beautiful trim that I'm going to put up there, and I'll show you later. I just realized I also have to cut around a light switch plate. So we're going to get a 2-for-1 to show you how to do both. First thing you want to do is make sure you push down on the top of your door or your window. And this is where I'm going to take my first cut, but you do not want to come all the way across because we're going to go down the door. So just come across just a little bit, almost to the end of where you can feel the top of the molding. What I like to do, so I don't have all this bulk in the way, don't cut too close, just cut a little bit of this off straight down. Take this tool and push it up against the door. You don't want to go this way or you'll cut it too short. You always want to go against that molding, hold it tight, and then take your knife, X-Acto knife, and start cutting the wallpaper. This next piece is where I'm going to show you how to cut around a light switch or an outlet, but you want to take off the cover first and then make sure you put glue all the way around it. You want to line all of your seam up until you hit the light switch. Get a visual of what you're going to cut around it. And remember, always cut small first, because if you cut it too big, that's going to be a problem. So I'm going to make a slight cut in there, and then feel on the top, kind of feel your way around it, and remember, make a really small cut first. We're going to cut it bigger later. Okay, now I'm going to make it a little bit bigger after I've got this piece cut off. Take your plate, just make sure the hole is not cut too big and that it will be perfect. If you're feeling a bit unsure about where to hang your artwork, and you don't want to leave a hole in the wallpaper, I recommend cutting a V shape into it and creating a little flap. This way, if you later decide to move your artwork, you can do so without having a hole showing, and you're just going to glue that little flap back down. All right, let's see the big reveal. Well, thank you, Photowall, for the high quality, beautiful wall mural. It totally transformed the space. If you want to see how I used more of their product in a little boy's nursery, be sure to check out my Instagram, Jennifer Decorates. Don't forget to use my code Jennifer25 to get 25% off Photowall wallpaper. And hey, I'd love to see what you do with it, so tag me on Instagram. And I hope you have a wonderful day, and thank you so much for subscribing.